Today we are working at another holiday let, Airbnb, I don't know what this place is, luxury retreat, little cottage. Now as soon as I walked in I can smell the problem, because the problem is a smell. Now there is this downstairs bathroom next to the kitchen. There is apparently a bad smell. Now they've said they've had drainage engineers come and they've put smoke pellets or something, and they've said that it's come up in the bathroom. So it stinks bad. So my thought is, usually there'll be a missing cup, possibly, or the seal around it. So let's have a quick look. Let's get straight into the video. Let's just have a look behind here and we can see elbow straight down. Alright, calm down. So we know that there's no what I call a Durgo valve, air admittance valve, like little stack here somewhere, because sometimes they get stuck open. There is a bit of box in there, but I think that was just purely to fit that size tray and the screen, I suppose. But let's have a look under here. So I don't know if there is another bathroom. That doesn't look good, does it? Okay. Something's definitely not right there. Okay, well that cup, it's not too dirty, so I don't mind actually touching it, but that should be sat in there nice. Why is that not sat in there properly? Because that effectively is the trap. So now there should be a seal around this as well, because otherwise what's sealing the smell? Because basically, if you look inside, that hole there is the drain. That is going to be sewage smell, horribleness, you know. So to trap it, right, water's in there, so obviously the pipe's in there. Water comes in through the top, through this bit, and then you've got a water trap, yeah? So effectively it makes a trap. Now that should be sealed around, but I don't know if that's the right one for it, or if we've got something missing here. Easier to see with this removed. So if you take that off, you can see that all fits in there nice. Holds the cup in place, obviously it creates a seal around there. Now I want to make sure that's holding water as well, and it's not siphoning away. Sometimes if the pipe work is too steep, it can siphon away. Oh, all looks good actually. Now to create more of a seal around here, you could put some putty around, but obviously it's a removable piece for cleaning, etc. And I think a cleaner has probably taken it, because it looks so clean. A cleaner's taken it out, cleaned it up, and when they put it back, they haven't popped that back in and got it nice and firm, because obviously it was attached to this. That goes back around there. And there we go, job done. Put in, and immediately the smell has hit me again, because I've gone out and come back in, and the smell's hit me again. So one, I'm opening that door just to let this air out. But two, there is an Osmo drain smack bang in the middle of the room. Now, there is every possibility that that is blocked, or that is letting gas escape, because they don't really have a seal around them. So, because of how little that comes up, I'm gonna get a flat-headed screwdriver, take it off. I'm gonna put a little bit of sealant round. Now, it's not like I'm putting CT1 around it or anything crazy. It's just, you'll still be able to easily pop it off. Not that, hopefully, you should need to do too much drain rodding and stuff inside of here, but that could be a potential smell, a very, very likely one. Okay. Let's pop this off. kind of... My sense of smell is terrible. I don't know whether that's just years of plumbing and getting used to these horrible smells, or what is that coming up? Or whether that's just because I'm a dirty smoker. Right, you can see there's old sealant around here. There is a rubber O-ring that goes all the way around that's supposed to seal. Let me show you. Someone's put sealant around. Yeah. Now there's this is a rubber O-ring here. So we need to clean all this up to make sure this seals. Now there is a little break in it there. A little break in the seal. But let's clean that up and then we'll put it all back together. So those cottages up there, I think the drain runs through, because obviously the drain goes that way. And it runs that way, because you can see there's an inlet from the bathroom there. I've cleaned it up, pretty good. It did have a bit of disinfectant, but I'm just boiling a kettle and I'm gonna pour some boiling water around, just really clean it up before I go doing anything else. What a stunning little cottage. Look at that little window, that's cool. Must lead up the staircase or something. It's just a nice, I love it. All this stone exposed. I love me a little cottage. This must have been outside at some point, so I presume. Yeah, look at that big step there. So this must have been just a tiny little cottage. And this must be some sort of extension on the back. I can only presume, seeing as that's there. Right, I think we're boiled. Yeah, there we go. And let's go just clean this out. That's it, put some crap around there, look. Clean all that out. There we go. Lovely. Ooh, steamy. Starting to really stink in here. I'll put some sealant just around that edge, cleaned up that rubber. Let's get this back down now, quick. Well, I started to clean up the lip all the way around there because that was very grimy. Right, so let's put it in. There we go. More obvious to me why they did put sealant around it in the first place. That one over there, the one that I couldn't get out, is completely sheared off. So you're not going to clamp it down onto that rubber without putting the sealant. You're going to have to put sealant around it. So I've made sure that it has sealed all the way around. All the gaps are filled. And they haven't got anyone until Monday. So hopefully it should all have cured and it'll be fine to walk on and everything. So I'm going to go out, let that air out, and then I'll come back in to see if I can smell any more smells. Had that window open just to create a bit of through draft. Here we go, big deep breath. Smells fine. Let's open this door, put me in there. All smells fine. I did notice that this didn't have a bin bag. So I'll clean that out. Right, I'm gonna pack up and job done. We're already outside the next job. Customers there. Right, let's go. And we'll find out what it is together. Well, I reckon I'm inadvertently part of the problem here because the customer watched a YouTube video on how to take her trap off. Now, I don't know what video she was watching. Weren't one of mine because she took the whole bloody kit off, not just the trap. Anyway, she put it all back together after cleaning it all out. And guess what? It's all bloody leaking. So, the main leak was coming from this back nut on the back of the trap. So I've completely unwound that, where a lot of the others I just tightened them up. Not the best idea, you'll see why. But the washer had been pushed down inside, which is just a common thing that happens. You take them off, you put them back on without realising that there's actually a washer that goes on it. So there you go, you need to make sure that the washer's there. So I fished it out, put it all back together, and then I've turned it on. But when I've turned it on, I've realised it's still blocked. The blockage was further down in the pipework, so I'll give it a couple of plunges. I had to try and block up one of the waste pipes, or one of the plug holes, because there was no plugs, there was no basket trainers, and I couldn't even nick the one off of the one in the kitchen, because this is in the utility room, because they had a square one in the other room. Now there was a leak, and the leak was coming from this joint, so I've just wiped it up. I thought I'd give it another tighten up, and we'll run some water through. Now I run plenty of water through, took ages watching and watching and watching, and there we go, look, we got some water. So we have this, no seal. It's gone missing. So we get a new one of those. In fact, we can get a pair. The one that was underneath, that was all tangled up, we'll replace that as well, because obviously it's deformed a bit where it's got trapped and it's sat in it. Obviously rubber. It's rubber. Rubber doesn't like being squashed for too long, because then it just stays in that shape pretty much. So we get 2 new seals, replace those, and then job done. It's unblocked, but I didn't realise after plunging it. I looked underneath and thought, God, there's a lot of water. Luckily there was that washing up bowl underneath, so that caught majority of it. But yeah, get that new seal. Should be job done. Now she's got loads of other little bits about the house, but I've already either sorted those out now before I left, or they just wasn't worth filming, because they're just like some nothing jobs, to be honest with you. Shower trims and things, just cleaning them up, putting them back on. She wants some radiators done, but that's a job for another time. So yeah, we'll get this one done, and then that's video over. So let's go pick up this part. Right, stuff it. I just brought a whole waste kit. I'm going to nick the parts off it, and then I'm going to keep whatever's left over in the van, because they're always useful. You're always swapping out washers and stuff. So for 15 quid, we've got a load of parts. So let's go get the little washers swapped over. No, I'm okay, thank you. So it's all been taken apart. I put the new washer on. Now I didn't want to get just some universal washer, because they're a little bit thin. I wanted to get a proper McAlpine washer. So let's tighten that up, and again, hand tight. That's all you need. It's just rubber connections and plastic threads, so you can't really go using tools and stuff. Wind the other one down, and again, that one's got a new washer in as well. I'm going to push that up, make sure that it's up home as far as it can be, as obviously you need there to be a fall away. Mop up any water, and then I'm going to test the living hell out of it. So I'm going to be running loads and loads and loads of water down it, and keeping a real good eye on it. So let's get the water run. And there we go, job. Stop it! All right, I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I'll just cook it after the boys. And come on, Fury. Hopefully, we all know the results by now, but for me, it's Saturday, so. Ow, cool, ow, stabbing me. Put my punch down. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and let me do the transition thing. How do I do it? It's like, what do? You do that. Right, peace out, bye.